Look at this, 6-0 for Classic over Center. No surprise there.
No, it's kind of to be expected. Classic is the big hitter here. He's the guy that's, he's always put points on the board time and time again. Got the most experience by far. I mean, Center is a player that you know of, but you don't really remember any sort of memorable games. He just never really has them.
No.
No, he's not that much success.
Kind of reminds me of another Terran, Salvation. Remember him? He's still around. Still around.
Remember him, or do you not remember him? Because yes,
I think he had a decent win over Stork. Like Stork threw away a lot of his army, and everybody's like, "Whoa, who's this guy coming out here?"
No, I see what you're saying.
I'm just saying that kind of reminds me of that kind of Terran where it's like not really memorable in your mind. But
that's right.
He did get that downwards purple arrow. So maybe he's come out here and there, and it's just been these one-sided matches that you just want to forget. You know what I'm saying? So
I know exactly what you're saying, Valdez.
Like the one we just saw. Let's never mention that again.
That game was a train wreck if I've ever seen one, to put it very softly. But, yeah, Center. He's one of those players, as I keep mentioning, these players that just keep playing on these online cups. He's like, that's where he's at. He's the guy that doesn't get many opportunities at lands because he doesn't find the success in qualifiers. So he turns to the Lei Feng Cups and, other sort of cups that are online and gets his practice there in terms of competition and maybe it's a little bit of pocket money now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
looks like he took an 0-3 against Salvation, that Terran I was talking about.
Yeah. If we're looking at online sort of stats, he's had a bunch of up and downs. He's beaten.
Seems to do well against Chinese players.
Yeah, he does that in the Lei Feng Cup. That's something. It's not too bad. I don't know, Valdez. They didn't really give us much in terms of like what it really means.
Yeah, you think we'll see another Proxy Reaper build on this map? Another two-player map, just sending out Center against someone like Classic?
I don't think we'll see a Proxy Reaper. I think we'll see more of a standard game. We'll see Center just go for a normal sort of probably drop game against Classic. I mean, that's all he can really do on a map like Coda. I don't think it's really catered to a decent Proxy Reaper, in my opinion.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
All right.
That's what I'm feeling. Hope you guys are enjoying it at home. Be sure to follow us on Twitter right now. I know
Do it. I know you won't regret it.
Twitter isn't lame either, like some of you guys would think. Like Twitter, no, it's actually what everyone uses for esports. So follow us, Moonglade AU, at Brendan Valdez.
Yeah. Do it. Won't regret it.
And here we go. The players are finally ready, and here is Center.
Yeah, 1-4. 0-2 against Protoss. Like we said, just very forgettable games. Not really the most interesting player here. Has that downwards arrow. Yeah, not really much else to say. We'll see what he can do here. He's on MVP. He's 0-2 versus Classic in Need for Speed Online so far.
Indeed, Valdez. Indeed, you're right. Yeah, he's got a big match ahead of him. See if he can cause an upset this time. He's one of those very young players as well. And he's up against his beast, the chin toss, they call him, because his chin is ridiculous. He can break rock.
Oh, yeah.
He's 1-0
Also, the Zealot toss. They called him that for a while. Kind of looks like a Zealot.
That's kind of mean.
Well, that's a Korean nickname. We didn't come up with that.
2-0 versus Center in unofficial ladder games. And, yeah, he lost his last match against Stats, actually, when we were looking at the Pro League. And the last Terran he played was Journey, and he crushed Journey. And I wonder who's better, Journey or Center? That's like that's
a hard call,
that's a hard one, Valdez. I'm looking. I'm like, can I make this into an interesting stat? But no, I cannot.
Nice try, man. It's
Thank
okay.
You. I tried my best.
We're finally going to jump into that game. Sorry for the delay, guys. Let's do it. We're going into Coda here for Center versus Classic. Over here on the top left, in the teal, from MVP, he is Center.
Down here in the bottom right, we have the chin toss Classic. I want to see that guy wear a chin strap.
Oh, boy.
That would
He's
be
the extra large, man. You know, it matches up with his big hands and his big feet. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, boy, look at those stats. 79% to 21.
Yeah.
Kind of tells you where Center's at right now in his career.
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. And Center, let's see what he's got. See what he made of, Center.
No Proxy Reaper.
That's for sure. Yeah, nothing like that.
We did see Byungdude on this map.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, that's a lot of hearts.
It's a lot of love.
It's the GG girls present. It's the heart balloon.
Oh, my.
I wish I could get a heart balloon, Moonglade. Is this the other GG
Whoa!
girl? No.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh! Oh!
This is everything I hope to see from the GG girls. I'm like, finally we get to see how you really feel.
Oh, man. That 1,000-yard stare. I don't want to see that again. That was crazy. What a great way to start off this match, Moonglade.
I am so hyped after that, fellas. I can't contain my excitement. Surely these... Oh. All right. Let's get back into this. Looks like we're going to see a Reaper opening for Center. So he wants to simply play a straight-up scouting game. Going to see exactly what Classic has planned, but Classic going for a very quick 2 gas. You see some Wonkadoodle sort of tech on the map. Not really Wonkadoodle, actually, just normal, but I wanted to use that word.
I see what you're saying.
That word is
I see what you're saying, Moonglade.
It's a lot of fun to say that word.
Oh, I love it.
Now, here we go. Here's some true passion in the audience. None of that death staring.
Said something about a 3-1 possibly for SKT.
I'm getting that feeling.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
I feel it in my bones.
I am as well. Although that ZVZ, it could go either way. Dark, he showed some great cheese against life, some counter cheese, but I don't know. It's a best of one. It really could go either way, especially in that match.
Yeah, anything can happen in a ZVZ like that. It can be like an instant build order win, or it can be an amazing game. It's really a coin flip. We saw that, as you said, like 3 times in a row against Life. Dark just cheesing twice and deflecting once, and straight up games.
So Classic with that double gas, he doesn't go 3 and 3 in each one. He goes actually 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So just a little bit extra gas compared to the 1 gas with 3 in it, and just looks like he wants to put on some quick pressure with the Mothership Core and a Stalker first, and then get that Nexus down.
Yeah, look at that. We actually saw a reactor on that factory. So after that Reaper came out, going to be pumping out Marines. And this usually adds into a lot of like Marine mine dropping more than anything else.
Mothership Core is going to get there right when 2 pop out, and that's not going to be enough for the Mothership Core. If Classic actually identifies this, he could do some sick damage to Center.
Yeah, he can kill this SCV, maybe even kill these Marines. He's going to, very smartly, not going to commit with the Marines just yet. Oh, loses the SCV. The chin toss gets first blood.
Sees only 2 Marines. Going to start getting to work on that, but he's not going to commit. It looks like he wants that SCV instead. Just wants to delay that CC as much as possible.
Got to be careful. Or Marines will kill you, Mothership Core. You'll get away.
One more? Oh!
Ooh.
Not quite.
Almost.
Stargate follow-up. Did Center see that?
He did indeed, Valdez. He knows exactly what the go is. And look at that. 2 mines on the way. So they should be in a pretty tricky position to deal with this Oracle as well.
But his Phoenixes.
Ooh.
Okay. Could be some of that anti-Widowmine play.
Yeah, that's probably the smarter choice. It's going to be just countering all the drops as he transitions into the Robotech, into the later tech. Stabilizes on 2 base.
Yeah. You sometimes see this instead of the Blink. Deal with the mines.
I actually like this a lot. I think it's very smart. Especially what that Mothership Core saw is like, it's like, okay, as Reactor Marines, most likely going to be into a Reactor Factory. So you got the Scout off. I probably can't get away with going Oracles because he's probably going to have mines in place, or at least a lot of Marines. So good follow-up there is Phoenix. I like it.
Yeah. It definitely makes him a little bit safer to the Widowmine play too. Just if you compare it to the Blink, it's just so easy to pick up the mine compared to like trying to get your Stalkers in the really correct position to totally ward it off.
Oh, look at this. He actually scouts the Phoenix as well. So that Reaper worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. In fact, Classic was trying to hide those Phoenixes, but as you mentioned, does get that scout.
Ooh, look at this. Still, we're going to see a mine drop there. There's only 3 Phoenixes for 4 mines.
We're just seeing straight reactored Widow Mines coming out of center.
I'm liking this style from center. This is sexy.
And this is actually Maro was showing this kind of style as well. In terms of the 4 Widow Mines and 1 medevac, that is. He's going to go for 4 straight into that natural. Couple of good pickups.
Yeah, he's actually going to get 2 of them. That's very nicely done. The other 2 detonated on, what was it, 1 probe? So yeah. Absolutely no damage done from 4 Widow Mines. A big investment. Also losing the medevac.
Yeah, exactly. Observer will pop out in time, it looks like, to shut down the other 2 Widow Mines.
Now, we only see 1 forge so far, so it looks like it'll just be a quick armor forge. And from there, probably going to go into Colossus. Is the usual.
The usual doodle.
The usual doodle. It's a good one, Valdez. I'll use that one from now on.
3rd Command Center pretty fast to follow this up. Just more and more Widow Mines. Just not stopping with the double Widow Mine production.
And look at this. We're just seeing more Phoenix come out as well. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make more. I'm going to completely shut down your drops. And we might just see that big, heavy, like, Phoenix Colossus play, which I love seeing. I think it's such a cool style. Something we don't get to see that often. It's kind of surprising it's on this map, but it is a map with a lot of dead airspace, so it makes sense just the same.
If you think about the previous map, between Deer and Byong, on this exact map, we saw Deer have so much trouble with the drops going into the 3rd, going into the main. We saw him lose 2 Nexi at the same time. So maybe this is Classic watching that and coming prepared into this match saying, that's not going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And looks like it's not. He's doing so well against it.
Look at this, fellas. We see 4 Widow Mines in the middle of the map, and this Observer's going to scout them, and he can actually lift all 4 and kill them if he wants to. I want to see that right now.
Profit is real.
Profit is real.
He didn't notice. Oh, okay.
I think he noticed. You just avoided it. Okay. I think you could just deal with him. That'd be cool. Looks like he wants to go for the actual SCV damage before before they're actually scouted, which makes sense as well. There he goes. A couple going to go down.
Could actually just snipe out that Raven. Oh, nice PDD coming down. Going to save its life.
Uses all its energy there. So it's not going to have any sort of relevance on the map for quite a while.
Looks like he's just trying to zone out the units of center, force them into the main, and maybe just poke at those Widow Mines with the Stalkers instead.
Here he goes. Maybe these Widow Mines will lift, and then he will lift them with the Phoenix. Nope. Yep. There we go.
Perfect. Goodbye, Widow Mines.
Farewell, friends. May you rest in peace in the grave of Widow Mines.
Rip and pepperonis. We see finally that Twilight Council coming out for Classic. That's the one thing you miss with this build. You make those Phoenixes, it's kind of hard to commit to any kind of Twilight tech or Blink or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't get to charge for the longest time, and he'll definitely go into charge from here. Oh! Finally picking off the Raven, but takes a big hit from a Widow Mine and loses all but 1.
Not bad. Continues to make Phoenixes. And after losing all those Phoenixes, it's going to be very hard to get that Phoenix count big again.
Yeah.
But he will go for it.
All right.
See exactly how many he decides to make.
Twilight finished, but no commitment to charge or Blink just yet. I think it will be charged eventually. Spending his money on other things to begin with there. And, okay. He went for 1 armor. He's going to go for 1 attack before he commits to any other upgrade. I'm surprised we haven't seen a 2nd Forge go down just yet. Probably be the next step. And it's actually Blink is the choice. Huh. I don't know. Valdez. Don't you think Blink is kind of used its use-by date at this point? You probably want to just go straight into charge lot.
Especially if he's going to be making a lot more Phoenixes. It looks like he stops at 3, though. So it kind of begins to make a little bit more sense. But hold that thought, another drop coming in here. It's going to get totally shut down.
Plants 2 Widow Mines, but they're in a horrible place. And there's already a photon cannon in position as well. Yeah, I guess if you're going to skimp out on the Phoenix, you need Blink so your Stalkers are in position to deal with the Vikings that are going to try and counter your Colossus, which makes a lot of sense.
Also, you have a lot more gas to produce a lot more Stalkers, so you can use that Blink efficiently. It's all right. I mean, he's got that third base up pretty safely here. He can get the charge after. Like you were saying, it is going to be pretty late. Still. And finally, that second forward you were talking about on that production tab.
He's going straight into 2-2 from that. And these Bio, you know, they're looking for picks. He's not going to find any with this many Colossus and Gateway units just hovering around. And man, so many Vikings on the map already. We got 8 so far. So Center really on top of his composition. You know, he's making sure he's completely prepared for what might be coming his way sometime soon. Even some ghosts actually, mind you.
Yeah.
A second. Could we actually see a pull of the boys? I think we might actually, because we don't see any armory on the map. It's 1-1. He's waiting for 3 ghosts, and he's going to make his move. He's going to pull the boys.
It's looking like it. But I don't know if that's really going to work out.
Yo, look at that money scan straight in the center of Classic's army. Living up to his name.
Homing scan.
Yep. Cheats.
We got +2/+2 on the way for the Protoss. Also charge, and that's Templar Archives tech on the way. But here we go. It's going to hit before all that really lines up for the Protoss. So
the boys.
really, really good timing.
Yeah, we're going to see some Archons be made. I think Classic is caught onto this, and he's going to see all the SCVs come down and be like, aha, this is what you're up to. He does have Blink ready. He's got an Archon as well. I'm wondering if that's going to be enough anti-air for this. It's going to be a hard position to fight in. He might even just sack his third base for it.
Looks like he wants to. He's going all the way up into his natural. This is an easy rotation percentage. Just goes straight for the third base, but he wants blood. He wants to go for the army. Not sure if that's the greatest idea. This is a very big choke.
Well, here we go. Nice position on the Stalkers going into this fight. Is it going to be enough, though? A bit of a funnel for these Colossus. They're not getting the much AoE as they hoped for. And everything kind of falling apart. A lot of Zealots stuck in the back as well, but he's getting rid of every single Viking.
Yeah, all the Vikings go down. One Colossus even remains doing a lot of damage here. But like you said, the Zealots in the back for a long time not fighting, taking away a lot of the damage there. But still, 40 SCVs go down. He's going to try to snipe down that Nexus, and he will. Maybe just back off from there, but
I don't know if that's enough.
That's an easy remake on the Nexus and just holding.
Yeah.
And he'll be totally fine.
He completely held it. All that bio is in complete red. He sacked all the SCVs except for the ones in the main base. So his economy is pretty soft at this point, and he is down 60 supply to boot.
Yeah.
Not a good place, Valdez.
Kind of an interesting fight. I would have much rather see him just go to that third Nexus and then take out the probes first. But I guess he wanted to hit that timing before those upgrades were coming through, try to just punish Classic while he had the opportunity to, but just did not work out.
Really, the only way you can make it work with this, you know, pulling the SCVs and going for this big hit is you got to do critical economic damage, if not kill. Because if the Protoss still has like a base up and running, he can remake his third base, his army's still intact, then the Terran has a really hard time like coming back into this, remaking that army, making the composition again, and going for the next attack. Look at this, he's still struggling just to heal the bio that he has left over. Desperately trying to make enough medivacs for this. Looks like he might be going for a big drop.
Maybe the answer here, but Classic, he does have one of those Phoenixes left over, doing a nice little patrol. There he was. Looks like he'll join up with the army anyway. So the drop, if it does hit, could do some damage, but it looks like Classic wants to go for the kill.
Yeah, he's going to get in position. He's going to actually try and bait out this Protoss army and go for that quad drop into the main. This could be a great move. That's a maxed out Protoss army, so no warpins at home.
This Phoenix is not needed out there. And look at this. Big drop, and he's just going to recall. Recall about half of his army.
Very smart there. Uh-oh. Wouldn't mind. Looking for hits. Where's that observer?
Don't see it. Classic, he's like, okay, I'll go the Byung path. This is just the way you do it on this map. It's kind of hard to kill him straight up, so let me just put down another base. Right now we're going to see a 3-3 Protoss army maxed out versus a 160 Terran. And going for Storm, he's going to go for the biggest army composition, the best you can actually make as a Protoss player, and just eventually wipe out center.
Yeah, that seems to be the way. It looks like we're going to see center start to be aggressive once again. Oh, wouldn't mind going to get a hit. Boom. A little bit of damage there, but this is way too much. And nice feedback from the drop back at home, but still, that's a lot of bio left over. And we're just going to see Classic commit to this. He knows he has to just crush the Terran army. It'll also give him enough spare supply to remax at home and just defend against the drop.
At the same time, Center not even microing that drop for about 20 seconds. Gives him that time for a bunch of warp-ins, and he's even just going to pick up and leave.
Oh, he might even get the CC. Yes. Nicely done. This puts Center in an even worse position. He's essentially, this is the last army we're going to see from Center. He's going to have to make it work, or he's just simply going to lose the game. It doesn't look like Classic going to commit to a fight in the natural there. Just try and deal with this drop. Remake that 4th base.
I guess it's not a bad idea. He could have gone in there and just killed Center, but he's just playing ultra safe. Kind of exactly the way we saw Byung play in the previous game. But still, looks like he wants to put on the pressure at the same time as getting that 4th base. We see a pylon queued up here. And that Storm has finished, but he's only got 1 High Templar, and I think that might be in the main.
Yeah, I think it is, just for feedbacks, essentially. He doesn't really need it, though. I mean, the army he has at the moment should be more than enough. It's just about finding the position, because he doesn't want to find up a ramp, because it's just going to be a meat grinder. Wants to, you know, find him on the map, force Center to expand to a 3rd base and just destroy him then.
Yeah, it's going to force Center's hand. Let's see what he decides to do.
He's going to pull the boys, it seems. Try once more into the fray with the SCVs. It's going to be a bit more one-sided this time around there.
Yeah. Fire Classic, I'd just kill some of these Zealots and get a bunch of High Templar out for Storm. Get that massive death ball up.
And that's what he does, Valdez. He warped in 4 more, so he's racing against the clock here. 20 more seconds in game, and he will have 4 Storms available for this army.
3 ghosts remain in this composition of the Terran. He's looking to get the money EMPs, but really nice position on Classic's army. Great spread. Gigantic concave.
Here we go. And if he can get, oh, he does get all the EMPs he needs. It's going to be a hard fight. There's not enough anti-air. Well, it finally just came back. Look how many, look how big that army is.
It's gigantic.
This actually might be too much, Valdez. What?
1 Colossus does survive, but this is so much bio.
Could this actually be too much bio? He's got to get rid of this Colossus if he wants to win this game.
Classic needs to pull his probes to deal with this, but he just is not. Getting a little bit too overconfident, and his entire army goes down. 4 DTs are the answer right now. But Center, he should have some scans.
Currently, he's got 1 scan. That's all he needs there. Oh, no, he used it. All right, now it gets a little bit more uglier. Still a pretty hefty supply advantage for Classic, and he gets the 2nd scan off.
Still 2 DDs remain.
Bit of a bank as well for Classic. And Storms are also part of his army. And that bio army is looking fragile. All at around orange HP right now. 1 big Storm will wipe them all out.
He's going to get that Nexus, but everything is going to go down in this fight. Finally, Center will be cleaned up. A nice try, but GG. Classic will take the game.
That was very close. Classic barely coming out of that one.
Classic just giving us a show. He's like, I had that game won anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, this is what happens when you lose all your workers as well. Your army is just that much bigger.
Yeah. It is true, but regardless, a win is a win. Classic will tie this up 1-1.
Finally.
Classic looking exhausted.
Yeah, I'm sure he's sweating after that one. He cannot believe it. It's like, it actually got that close. And now it should be a bit more of a breather because it's going to be Hero versus Innovation next. Innovation clear favorite to win this one. But these games have been pretty close so far, Valdez.
Yeah. Let's see what shenanigans Hero can pull out. That's really the question for me. What is he kind of going to try to do up against Innovation? Is it going to be Blink, DTs? It's Echo. It's a 2-player map. I think Hero has to go for that.
Yeah, he might want to be aggressive against the robot. You know, the robot can be taken advantage of. His programming has not been updated for some time.
That's true. It's a very out-of-date robot.
Yeah, he's still...
Maybe just pull out a couple of gears. Just go for it.
He's using like Windows 97, man. Like he's still way
Does that
back.
even exist?
Yeah.
Windows 97?
I used to use Windows 97.
Oh.
It was before your time, Valez.
No, I had Windows 95 and 98.
I'm pretty sure 97 was the thing.
Maybe I'm just unaware. Regardless, he definitely is an out-of-date robot.
That's exactly true.
So, before we go into Game 3, guys, as is the way of Pro League, it's probably not a surprise to you. We are going to go to that 3-minute break when we come back. Hero versus Innovation.